So I went for a walk today into town, and while I was coming back and I was on a scooter, there was a very, very long queue, and the road was very packed and jammed, and there were people all over the place. There were people standing on a sidewalk and people on scooters in the cars, and it was it was a little bit intense and definitely very crowded. Um, and for a second, I I crossed eyesight with some people, and there were people walking, there were people standing, and people on other scooters, and I just felt like how easy it is sometimes to take for granted that if we see someone moving, there is a direction. That if there is movement, it's all sorted. When instead, those who are still looking for a direction are on the same journey as the ones that are in movement. I did feel how often we still all compare the journeys, thinking that the experience that is being lived is less than, when in reality, and it gets seem just like something that has been said and resaid multiple times, but I do feel that maybe we need it reminded to us as much as possible. We are all totally trying the best that we can, and eventually, at the end, no one really knows if we are getting it right. It is as valuable as standing, taking a break, and trying to understand organically is as valuable as being in movement. If we see someone standing and if we see someone moving, it doesn't preclude anything from our journey. The comparison is most of the time still what is polluting, you know? This, imagine having a brilliant idea and starting to work on it. And maybe it's a creative thing, and so we take a brush or our tools and we start working on it, right? But then after some time, maybe just a few hours or a few days, we feel like, okay, I need a break. Let's have like a let's set a Pomodoro timer. We do something different for a little bit, and the brain says, okay, let's scroll for a little bit. And all the energy that is there saying we are doing it, it's happening, it's great, all of a sudden starts lowering a little bit, because by looking at social media or what seems apparent on the outside, um it starts like, oh, but see, like this other person is doing it this way. Oh, but look, there's this and there is that, and this excitement, this, well, yes, maybe I'm sorting it out, actually, you start getting less and less and less and less, and the motivation eventually starts fading. it's very important, super important, that in those moments you don't listen to that voice. In those moments, you just say, "Oh, there you are. Thanks. I think I've been knowing you and your voice for a very long time, and thank you. But maybe this time I try in a different way. Maybe I just keep on going, even if I feel like I have less energy now, even if I'm doubting. I'll just keep on going and see how is it." Well, I was on a yoga course in India. Um, one of the teacher one day was talking about props and the use of props, and he was saying, please remember that using them is not for beginners. Allowing ourselves to do what we're doing with the use of props and stopping and ignore the voice of comparison that is trying to hurt us actually and trying to put us in a posture that we cannot reach, but we still try it in the way because the person next to you is actually doing it without. That's a beginner mindset. But when we are really, really devoted to what we're doing, and when we know that we are striving and we are thriving through it, and we want to make it work, it is no matter what. It is accepting failure on the way. It is being okay with the fact that not every day we will feel like doing that thing and we're doing it anyway. Especially on the days where it feels like everyone else has it sorted out. I'm not going to finish this sentence because it's not true. So, when this narrative comes in your mind, when these voices are trying to speak, when they start speaking, let them, don't fight them, but don't believe in them. And the next time that you see someone on the path, don't judge them, but get inspired. Take a piece of paper and a pen and write down what is it in that moment that is triggering you, what is it that actually is inspiring you, and allow it to show you what is it that you actually would like from their experience. Is it their routine? Is it their exploration in that moment? Is it their sense of will? Is their family, friends, their circles? Is it their education, their diet, their alimentation? Whatever is it, allow yourself to be as open as possible to, to your hidden truths. Hear it, embrace it, take the best, and leave everything else, included those voices. Because comparison maybe is doesn't have to be labeled necessarily as the bad guy. Comparison maybe is just another light bulb on the path. Maybe it's meant to redirect us to show us, but maybe that could work for me as well. not in that way, but in my own way. So be kind to yourself, especially in those days. And remember that when you see someone else on the path, it is showing you that you can be there too.